Well, we have a lot of news coming your way tonight. I'm Kayleigh McEnany, and for Laura Ingraham, and this is a special edition of the Ingraham Angle. So this is breaking this hour. You are looking at right outside the West Wing lobby, where we expect governors at any moment to come forward and share with us what they saw with President Biden. They're with him right now. Joe Biden finally meeting with governors. It's a desperate effort to shore up support. We have Gavin Newsom, J.D. Pritzker, Kathy Hochul, Andy Beshear. They all rushed in from across the country the day before the 4th of July to save Joe Biden, or are they there actually to assess the damage? Those are the questions. All this as a bombshell New York Times report says that, quote, Biden has told a key ally that he knows he may not be able to salvage his candidacy if he cannot convince the public in the coming days that he's up for the job after a disastrous debate performance last week. Wow. Well, the administration denies the New York Times reporting, and instead, they're doubling down.
Is President Biden considering stepping down?
Absolutely not. And you heard, I believe, directly from the campaign as well.
Is there anything, Karine, that would change his mind?
Look, I cannot lay out something that would change the president's mind. He has been very clear.
So I guess they're saying the New York Times reporting was just fake news. Problem is, it's a credible reporter. In fact, Katie is the most well-sourced reporter, I would say, in the whole White House press corps. That's Katie Rogers at the New York Times. But it wasn't just KJP saying that. NBC reports that Biden called into a campaign staff meeting today and told them, quote, let me say this as clearly as I possibly can, as simply and straightforward as I can. I am running. No one is pushing me out. He said, I'm not leaving. I'm in this race to the end, and we're going to win. Well, the New York Times Siena poll disagrees entirely, now showing Trump with his biggest lead since 2015. Look at that. He is outright winning young voters and Latinos, winning the Republican nominee. And then came the new Wall Street Journal poll, which finds Trump with 48% support. This is the highest recorded support in the Journal's head-to-head ballot. Wow. But the question for us this hour, you're looking at it, is it the beginning of the end for Joe Biden? All week, Democrat governors putting on this confident front.
I will never turn my back on President Biden. We're going to double down in the next few months. We're going to win this election.
Joe Biden is going to be our nominee unless he decides otherwise.
Joe Biden is our nominee, and ultimately that decision on continuing or not will fall to him and his family. We want to make sure he's doing okay.
Is that why they're there? They just want to make sure he's doing okay. Right now, these governors are seeing Joe face to face as they determine the future direction of their party, possibly the country. But other top Democrats, they're not so sure. Listen very carefully to this. This is the Biden-Harris campaign co-chair.
There will definitely be other candidates. My understanding is there are 700 uncommitted delegates. And I do believe that all the delegates are committed only for the first round. And so you can actually fashion the process that's already in place to make it a mini primary. And I would support that. Absolutely. We can't close that down.
A mini primary? The Biden campaign co-chair would support a mini primary. And then there's this.
We are not operating like an authoritarian religious cult the way that the Republican Party operates now. There will be lots of discussion and lots of people weighing in. And I know this is a moving target. It's got to happen quickly. But I can guarantee you, Chris Hayes, there will be massive unity and focus on that task when we get to the end of this process. And it's happening very quickly.
A moving target. It's happening quickly. That's Jamie Raskin. He's a big Dem. And Raskin's right. The Dem dam is breaking open. Late this afternoon, a second Democratic lawmaker, Arizona Democrat Raul Grijalva, joined Texas Democrat Lloyd Doggett in openly calling for Joe Biden to step aside. And Reuters reports that there are 25 or more House Democrats that could be on the way. House Democrat leadership rushed to convene a 5 p.m. conference call today with members to fix things. And Fox News has independently confirmed that multiple letters are circulating among House Democrats. House Democratic leaders They haven't seen the letters. That's what Fox was told. One senior House Democrat told Punchbowl, quote, he needs to start showing and stop telling. Otherwise, he will lose more House Dems. It is that acute. And according to the senior House Democrat, the next wave of calls to step down will be from, quote, senior members and veteran senators whose opposition could prove fatal to the president's reelection bid. And we, of course, wait to hear from those governors. That is, Obama is even expressing doubts, telling allies, quote, Biden's already tough path to reelection grew more challenging after his shaky debate performance on Thursday. Boy, when you've lost Obama.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.